I find myself in a position that a lot of people find themselves in as they near graduation, having difficulties letting go of their childhood while having difficulties facing their adulthood. All of our stories are different, and they'll only become more different as time goes on. For me, I begin to value my alone time more and more, as I spend much of my time at school and a fair majority of the rest of it at home with my family. It becomes more and more valuable as I get older and begin to differ from my family, as we all do. What works best for me is to at least try to get out and walk my dogs. Paying attention to them always helps take my focus off the stresses of school and the fear of life beyond graduation. All I need to do is keep an eye on them doing their innocent thing. Nothing else seems to matter. In the same breath, I find it hard to grasp the fact that in essence I have grown up, without even realizing, and it takes a moment to step back and realize that the magic of childhood seemed to fade away without realization, leaving me in a sense of gloomy nostalgia, especially when seeing old homes, toys, and photos. I am often astounded that it seems like only last week I thought the high schoolers were old and those days were long ahead of me. And then very next day it seemed like that high school would take forever, and it seems like yesterday I was a freshman. Among other things, being hopelessly obsessed with aviation my whole life, and without realization, I have achieved a license I had worked 2 years for and dreamed of for 17 years. And the years are beginning to feel more like seasons than anything else, just a number changing. But this is a time of transition, a time of no longer trying to live in the past we can't touch again, but to turn to the future, waiting for us to go out and grab it. Our graduation represents life opening the gate and letting us out into the world. The past years have taught us how to behave, treat people, how to navigate through life, and make friends along the way to share the memories. But many of us feel that we are alone against the world, because in a way we are. But we, just like everyone else, will have to learn to fill in the gaps in our lives by ourselves. That is quite possibly the most fearful part for me, not being prepared to deal with certain issues that might arise in my life. We all learn to manage our time, money, and selves, and learn to truly live independently from our families, learn to accept responsibility for ourselves, and prepare to teach the next generation to do the same.